Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready up!
Now Richardson will throw to start out here. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Colts had 7-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Richardson now on second down. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on the top of their game right from the first snap.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hey, check that, street, on the ball,
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Richardson off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressive. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football. Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Play action. Now Richardson. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. 2nd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. Rolling to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now it's Richardson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. Good.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Harrell. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Harrell. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cut 19, cut 19.
Stroud working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stroud out of the gun here. That's complete to Dell. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Henry. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Let's go now.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Harrell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Dobbins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Panther Street. Ready, right?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down now, Harrell, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Richardson to throw off play action. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. First down now, but that clock rolling. Richardson looking to throw this. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Yeah, Richardson yet again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Houston. This will be fielded at the 17. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Richardson looking to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
This is caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Complete at the 1. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right.
That is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Harrell, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hey, check that. Street.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready!
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Get it!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
They'll try the right side. Harrell.
We can't totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Richardson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong